We have a very special guest with us all the way from Delhi. And thank you so much, Mr. Sanjay Joshi, for taking time out and becoming a part of the Cyber Vigilant SMEs launch campaign today. Mr. Sanjay Joshi, as I mentioned in our introduction, is the chairman and managing director of the Oriental insurance company. Let me invite him to deliver the keynote address on the topic empowering India's SMEs against emerging risks, the critical role of insurance in a cyber connected economy. Mr. Joshi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. India's 6.3 crore MSMEs are more than just businesses. They are the backbone of Indian economy. They are job creators for over 11 crore Indians. They contribute nearly 1/3 of our GDP. They also contribute for almost half of our exports. They are present in every corner of the country, from the industrial hubs near the big cities to rural areas also, where they fuel inclusive growth by employing socially and weaker sections and women also. It is an honor to be with you all today and share with you my thoughts on the critical role of insurance in a cyber connected economy for empowering India's SMEs against the emerging cyber risks and provide financial protection to them in case of any such cyber attack. As we sit together in this hall for the next 15 minutes, there will be 7.5 million, that is 75 lakhs cyber attacks. They will take place all over the globe. Imagine it. In next 15 minutes, there will be 7.5 million attempts of cyber attacks. And in this relentless battle of wits, unfortunately, the perpetrator, the attacker, has the upper hand. He is faster, he is stealthier, and constantly evolving. Now take a wild guess. Who do you think is the least prepared to defend against this onslaught, this constant attack? It is not the tech giants, it is not the government. Yes, you guessed it correctly. The small businesses are the most vulnerable. They are the backbone of our economy, but they are most vulnerable, often underfunded, underprotected, and unaware. So in this digital war zone, they are the most vulnerable targets. According to India's SME Forum 2024, CERT in Annual Report 2024, and DSCI Industry Insights 2024, 74% of Indian SMEs have suffered at least one cyber attack in the past year. 74%. 60% of breached SMEs fail to recover fully, and often they have to shut their business within 6 months. Only 13%, only 13% of SMEs, Indian SMEs, have a formal cyber security policy. Ransomware, phishing, insider threats, and cloud misconfigurations dominate the attack surface. So the gap is real and it is growing. The attacker is getting more and more sophisticated while we are not keeping pace. We are not yet doing even the basic things. What is missing is a structured, sustainable approach to cybersecurity tailored for small and medium enterprises. The general insurance companies, including my own Oriental insurance company, have traditionally protected SMEs against losses due to fire, accidents, and natural catastrophes, as you might have also experienced in past, enabling them to reinvest with confidence. We protect them against these unforeseen risks and indemnify them so that they can come back in business very swiftly. We take pride in our legacy of standing by this community of wealth creators, whether it is a manufacturing unit in Ludhiana, a logistics firm in Gujarat, a retail cluster in Tamil Nadu, or a handicraft manufacturing unit in West Bengal. We have been a partner in their journey for decades. Thus, it is natural that the SME community look towards the general insurer to provide an effective solution for this problem too. Sadly, it is not available so easily at the moment, particularly for small businesses. Why? Think of cyber risks like a fire risk. To protect against fire, what do? When you construct the building, you choose fire resistant materials. You design safe layouts. You train your staff, install alarm and fire extinguishers. And to provide the backup support, you rely on the fire brigade. Yet, despite all precautions, you know a fire can still break out. So, you buy fire insurance. So, the insurer assesses, he inspects your factory, he assesses your safety measures and then decides whether to accept the risk or not to accept it, and if he accepts, at what rate. So, he decides your premium. Now, apply this analogy to cyber insurance. The insurer looks at your digital defenses. But unlike fire, there is a big difference here. Unlike fire, cyber threats are relentless. Like invisible arsonists attacking every second. In your factory, can you assume a situation that there will be a crowd of people around the periphery of your factory and they will be constantly throwing fireballs at your factory? It doesn't happen. But you must believe that it is happening every second. The arsonist is hiding somewhere and constantly throwing fireballs at you. In your business, if your business lacks awareness, hygiene, prevention and response systems, so insurers will either deny coverage or charge a steep premium for even a minimal protection. So the takeaway for the leader sitting here is that cyber insurance is not just a policy. It is the reflection of your cyber readiness. If you want affordable, meaningful insurance coverage, you must first build a resilient digital foundation. Let us see how it can be done. So for solving a problem, first of all, you need to recognize it. You must know before you correct. Unless you know, how will you correct? In an increasingly connected global economy, cyber attacks are not just a technology problem, they are a leadership challenge. For SMEs, that challenge actually comes with a silver lining. If you invest in cyber hygiene today, you can not only defend your business but also access robust cyber insurance that acts as a safety net when prevention is not enough. Let us see why cyber hygiene matters from the point of view even for insurance. Cyber hygiene is to your business what sanitation is to public health. It is basic preventive care. From an insurer's perspective, cyber hygiene is not optional. It is the starting point for even considering coverage. If you don't have cyber hygiene, the insurer will stay away. Without it, the door to cyber insurance stays firmly closed. I am very sad to tell you that the reinsurers, because insurance companies also depend on the reinsurers. So for reinsurers, the small and medium enterprises are in a declined list. They say, don't come to us with a proposal which wants to cover an SME. If you want to do it, you have it at your net. You bear it. I am not taking risk. So we have to change this mindset. So the prerequisites for cyber insurance at the foundational level are multi-factor authentication, endpoint detection and response, secure backups with off-site storage. The backups must be physically or logically separate from your main systems to prevent ransomware from wiping them out. Then regular software patching, business continuity and disaster recovery plans, well tested and documented so your team knows exactly how to respond when systems go down. Then employee security awareness training, access controls based on the least privilege. Employees should have access only to the data and systems they truly need to know. Documented incident response plan so that no one is improvising during a crisis. Additionally, strategic enhancements like establishment of security operations center, appointment of CISO, setting up security information and event management systems, vulnerability assessments and penetration testing, network monitoring, etc., and proactive safeguards such as network access control, mobile devices management, etc., make any SME more and more insurable. Industry bodies like NASSCOM and organizations like CERT-IN, CERT-IN is India's computer emergency response team. They contribute heavily in spreading awareness, training and providing free guidance. I was very happy to note when Mr. Varghese told that they are also taking some initiatives in this free guidance advisories and even simulated exercises to prepare for incidents. So cyber readiness is not just the IT team's job. As SME leaders, you are responsible. What is an SME leader responsible for? Budgeting for cyber security. He mentioned finance. So budgeting for cyber security just as you budget for compliance and safety. Then embedding cyber risk in governance frameworks with regular updates to the board. Appointing a security officer, even if part-time, responsible for oversight, and testing your defenses not just once a year but continuously. Think of this as a business fitness regime, which means ongoing discipline, not a one-time sprint. All the above are basic prerequisites an insurer looks for granting a cyber insurance cover. So once you have all this, and suppose you are able to get SME is able to get a insurance coverage. So what does this insurance policy provides? What does it provide? So this cyber insurance provides first party and third party losses related to cyber events. What is first party coverage offering? It focuses on direct losses and expenses your business incurs due to a cyber incident. I will give you a breakdown of the key components. First is breach response services, 24/7 incident hotline, access to legal counsel, forensic experts and crisis managers. Second, data recovery and restoration, support for retrieving lost or corrupted data. Then third, notification and credit monitoring, costs related to informing affected individuals and monitoring their credit. Ransomware response, coverage for ransom payments, negotiations and related expenses. Even if the ransom is not paid, but that negotiations and bringing down the ransom amount or whatever related expenses are involved, they are covered under this. Then forensic investigation, expert analysis to determine the cause and scope of the breach. The business interruption, compensation for lost income due to system downtime. Then public relations and crisis management. It means assistance in managing reputational fallout. So this is first party coverage, and now we come to third party coverage, which encompasses protection against liabilities to external parties, and it includes security and privacy liability, claims arising from failure to protect sensitive data. Then data breach liability, legal exposure due to compromised customer or partner information. Then legal defense and settlements, cost of defending lawsuits and paying damages. Regulatory liability, fines and penalties for non-compliance of data protection laws. Then impaired access liability, coverage if a breach prevents third parties from accessing their systems. And multimedia liability means protection against claims of defamation, copyright infringement or reputational harm from digital content. So the claim process, here the claim process is also important. The claim process for cyber incident actually broadly outlines the steps to be taken following a cyber event to ensure proper recovery and compensation. So what are these steps? First thing is incident identification and immediate notification. So please detect and confirm the cyber event, whether it's a data breach, ransomware attack or system compromise. Notify your insurer immediately using the designated channels in your policy. Timely reporting is critical and often time bound. It has to come in time. Then initial documentation and assessment to provide a detailed incident report, nature of the attack, affected systems and estimated impact. And submit supporting documents such as forensic investigation findings, system logs and breach timelines. Communications with threat actors if applicable. Then containment and mitigation measures means activate your internal incident response plan. Engage forensic experts, often pre-approved by the insurer. Generally, it is mentioned in the policy itself to contain the breach and prevent further damage. Document all mitigation steps taken. These will support your claim. Then insurer also will do some investigation and evaluation. So the insurer will will assess the adequacy of your cyber hygiene and controls. Then they will see the scope of the damage, whether the incident falls within the policy coverage or not. Then they may appoint independent assessors for or forensic specialists. And then comes claim approval and settlement. Subject to sublimits and exclusions, the claim will be settled. So you may think of cyber insurance as both your fire extinguisher and your fire brigade. The extinguisher, your internal cyber hygiene and preventive practices, your extinguisher, and insurance policy and expert support which they bring in ready to respond when a real crisis hits. So that is the insurance policy is your fire brigade. Cyber hygiene is no longer optional. It is a business survival skill. Cyber insurance is the financial shield that complements it. As directors or as owners, you must champion cyber readiness from the top. Ensure foundational security measures are in place. Treat cyber risks as strategic boardroom activity. In today's hyper-connected economy, your ability to compete, recover and thrive hinges on the steps you take now. Let us ensure that when a cyber incident strikes, it is a well-managed business event, not a business-ending disaster. On our part, as a national general insurer, Oriental Insurance Company is a 100% government-owned company. So as a national general insurer with a legacy of standing by the business enterprises of the nation since independence, we were founded in 1947 only, we are committed to, number one, recognizing SME realities, especially in tier 2 and tier 3 cities where budgets are tight and cyber security expertise is limited. Second, designing cyber insurance products that are affordable, easy to understand and relevant to SME environment. Third, collaborating with expert cyber security firms to offer end-to-end support. We have recently empaneled 2 cyber security firms for doing this. End-to-end support from breach response to resilience building through active insurance backed services. This insurance is going to be an active insurance services. In other policies, we issue a policy and then stay back. But for cyber insurance, it has to be an actively managed service. Then expanding SME awareness through industry collaborations with platforms like SME Communities and digital upskilling initiatives. I was telling Prashant ki it is very welcome of us. That is why I instantly agreed to come to Chennai at a very short notice, because we actually really believe that expanding SME awareness through industry collaborations is very much necessary, and this is one of the most welcome steps. And we also want to deliver holistic risk protection beyond cyber also. We will be covering factories, shipments, workforce and data under a unified integrated policy framework. We want to devise package covers for the SMEs, which will cover even cyber liability. So let me part with a quote from Richard S. Fuld Jr. a big management expert, a renowned management expert. The key to risk management is never putting yourself in a position where you cannot live to fight another day. So let us embrace cyber hygiene and cyber insurance not as a cost, but as a catalyst for continuity. Because when SMEs are protected, the growth engine of the Indian economy don't just run, it roars. Thank you very much.